Dalton,
Yes.
will you pitch our audience? How would you pitch our audience on Lord of the Rings, the movie? If somebody who's never seen it.
If you never see it, then you're a piece of shit and you should watch it.
That's a good one.
Wow, that is not where I thought this was gonna go.
Effect.
It's okay. It gives Dalton at least like a starting point to tweak it a little bit. But yeah, gentlemen, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Happy Sunday morning.
Sunday night, some of us.
For Sunday night, for some of you, yeah. Yeah, Dalton, thank you. Now I get the desire to be like, can we record earlier? I get it.
I figured that was the reason.
So
anyways,
PUBG,
that was up.
I fired up PUBG. I haven't done all the training. I did like the first training thing, and I don't understand the rest of it, and I got really annoyed and turned it off.
So, yes.
This isn't 1995. Okay, I don't want to go through all these training missions. I know how to play first-person shooters. It's Fortnite.
Yes.
It's Fortnite, but like army.
But Fortnite is actually PUBG. But
PUBG
usually
was
the first.
Yeah.
Look, it's the reason why I keep playing it is because it just consumes time at work. And 100%, like I played like 3 matches, like I'm done. Turn it off. Play a match, play 2 matches. No, I'm done. Fuck it, I'm over it. But the more I kept playing, and then even though I hate to fucking do this, because I like to try to figure things out on my own, like I'm playing so much now. Like I just started watching some videos on YouTube. I was like, all right, what are these guys doing? Like, what are they doing? What's this? And I was playing completely backwards.
What do you mean?
Like, I was always very scope heavy for everything. Like I need like a 4 times and a 6 times scope, like all the time. No, actually, you just need a 4 times or 6 times, and then like a red dot or holographic. That's it.
Shoot from
for your other gun. And it was just because you can move faster. Oh man, I was talking to some one guy at work. I brought my headset, and he was like, we were just talking, and he said, I've been playing since day one. The biggest thing that you can do for this game is just once you find your AR, stick with that gun. Just don't even swap. Once you got it, just stick with it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your secondary gun, like a sniper or shotgun, switch that all day. He didn't like, don't care, but just stick with one gun. You'll save time. You'll get more comfortable. And like, yeah, it's been paying off. But also, Dalton, once you're done with the training shit, which is a little super lame, trust me. I actually went to the actual training simulator to practice with different guns and loadouts, and that was very helpful. Like, so I don't know. I'm almost like level 80, so I can start doing ranked, but it's definitely not a fucking easy game to just get a grasp of, for sure. But that's what I can say about it.
Did you ever play Fortnite or even Call of Duty before this?
Well,
we know my stance on Call of Duty. I played one
match. The Warzone was hella fun. I loved Warzone.
Warzone's fun. It's literally like PUBG, dude.
Yeah, but I'm still against Call of Duty. I'll go play
but it's
Halo.
A first person. Do you like third person over first person?
I like the third person in PUBG over first person. Because I can see the surroundings better.
Yeah, that's true.
That like I can see, but also I feel like it's a quicker draw to shoot somebody in first person, quote unquote.
Do you mind?
But I mean, I'll go Halo. That's first person.
Halo.
Have you played any of this season?
Yeah, I played like 3 minutes and then I just turned it off because I just didn't feel like playing.
So do you have to pay for each season?
Yeah, it was like $20
for each season.
Yeah, I played season 1. I maxed it out, which was cool. And then season 2 came around. I was like, no, I'm good.
Season 2, One, I don't like the theme of season 2 because it's just fucking lame and overplayed. Season of the wolf or whatever, wolf solo, like okay, whatever. And then the end, like what you get at level 100, it's fucking cool. They're like elite skulls that can go on the side, but it's like, it's like I didn't. Oh no, that's what happened. I was playing fucking Elden Ring for like 3 months, and then trying to go back to Halo, and it's like I can't even do it because it's just everything was backwards to me.
Yeah.
But now I'm so engulfed with PUBG, it's just like, oh my god. But I did notice playing on a smaller TV is better for PUBG. I think
yes
just in general.
And no. I would say.
Well, how far? Well, see, I sit pretty close. Like my big TV downstairs, it's pretty big, and I have trouble like blinking. Like, because my eyes are always like open. I have to like, fuck, how long were my eyes like that?
Yeah.
But also playing on a Series X is different than a One for sure.
True.
So, yeah, man, finally got a chicken dinner yesterday.
Did you really? Nice.
Yeah.
Solo?
No, we were playing teams. And
yeah, I prefer teams.
Yeah, teams is cool because you just don't die as quickly normally. But it was cool. Like this, so in PUBG, I know you can do it the other ones. We were just in like this sniper battle. We were just in a good spot, and then I wounded some guy. Then they had to come in for the zone. So the dude picked up his friend on the opposite team to try to like revive him, and I just like, I don't know, I'll just double back for whatever reason. I just went back. I'm like, oh, you're holding somebody back.
Pew pew.
Chicken dinner.
Pew, pew.
Oh, felt so good. It's like it's taken like a month to get a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Like,
what's a chicken dinner?
It's fucking when you get first place.
Oh.
literally just pops up and it's just like winner chicken dinner, and that's it. That's like all you get for. I used to play all the time with Nathan and Alex, and I had a lot of fun with it. But there was a certain point where I shifted from PUBG to Call of Duty, and then from Call of Duty I did Fortnite for a little bit, and I actually really liked. I was like, with PUBG, I was okay. I was like, nah, not really. But Fortnite, I just fucking dominate people, which is weird. But yeah, then I just kind of stopped playing all of them.
You went to Age of Empires.
I went to Age of Empires, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to Dark Tides. We're all going to play that together because that's going to be for Xbox, and that's going to be super fun.
And Skull and Bones.
I also saw that, but that's like a pirate one, right?
Yeah, it's like kind of Sea of Thieves, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag kind of thing going on.
For some reason, I'm like, I was thinking of all those things you just said. I was like, I was gonna say it's how Assassin's Creed is supposed to be. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just it looks like. I watched the trailer and it looked pretty good. It was like a dude or you're a person.
They always look good.
Just trying to get away from your old life, and then you create this new life, and you're supposed to be like some pirate of an armada.
Battlefield 2042 looks really good, and that was really shit.
I'm glad I didn't buy it. I thought the preview was. I thought the commercial was like amazing.
You guys were like all about it, and I was like, no. Commercial wise,
can we kind of transition into how stupid pre-ordering digital copies is?
Sure. How about you take point on this?
So, I mean, unless you're ordering like a special edition, I guess. But even then, I don't think you get just a digital copy. But like so many people pre-order Battlefield 2042, just a regular standard edition, right? And then they all got so mad and they wanted their refunds back. But I didn't order. I didn't pre-order. I don't know. I just think it's kind of pointless to pre-order digital copies.
Download. Yeah,
I think sometimes the pre-orders. I mean, if you're pre-ordering a standard edition, that doesn't make any fucking sense. But if you pre-order like, I think most games have like a deluxe edition where you get like, well, let's just be real. All the games that we play are like shooting games majority of the time. So you buy this deluxe edition, like you're gonna get these skins, you're gonna get this new looks or loadouts or something, and you find that's worth it to you for the extra $20, which I never do, then more to it.
Like Tony Hawk, when they came out with that remix or remaster or whatever it is, you pre-ordered like the deluxe edition, you actually got like a skateboard.
That's pretty
That
cool.
would have been cool, but
Dude, the only deluxe edition game I think I've ever bought was Halo 2 that came in the metal case.
Yeah, I remember.
I think that's it. And I still have it, but I think that's probably the coolest case ever for a game. Like it's just
honestly. Yeah.
Like-
ever.
fuck. Halo 2. I'd go play Halo 2 right now just to get frustrated.
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. I think it's some
ODST. You should play ODST.
I get headaches.
What?
I just can't do it. Like, I don't know. This is just too, like, I don't know. It was just too soft for me. I need to get through the first level. And when I say soft, not like as like it's a weak game. I just say like the lighting of it was very, I don't know. And then I was just so used to sprinting. I can't sprint anyway. That's what, yeah. Okay. I know we're short on time.
I mean,
But did we want? All right, we're good. Couple more topics and gameplay.
I mean, I don't want to rush it, but
I don't have a topic. What do you guys got? Someone write something.
I don't have my phone, so I can't look at the text thread.
I'm not sure if
I have a
anything.
small topic. Do you think? Bert? Did you watch Orville yet?
No, but we can talk about it.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want to kill that one. Go for it. What were you gonna say? At least throw it out there.
Well, no, you haven't watched it. It's a spoiler
Oh,
for like the first episode.
yeah, go ahead for it.
No, I don't want to spoil it.
It's okay. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Hulu, so just go for it.
It's like.
So they like
swing that $14.
They
for
killed
like
off
Disney, ESPN, and Hulu.
They killed off Isaac and then brought him right back.
Hmm.
My question was going to be, do you think they should have just left him dead?
No. Not at all.
What?
Isaac, well, one, no space show will ever survive without a robot on board.
Fair enough.
That's just, yes. Android robot, same thing.
The Expanse.
Ooh.
Let me find a counter.
Oh.
All right, I'll give you that one.
He's got you there.
So it's the exception, not the rule.
I guess that's the exception. However,
Continue.
the majority of shows won't survive without like a robot figure that can. Well, let me go back to Expanse. Expanse is more like a group of people that it's like they have Amos. He's a tech guy. He's her tech guy. He's the one who makes shit run. There's always a guy like that.
Is Amos the tech guy, or would Alex be the tech guy?
No, Alex was the pilot, and Amos is the guy who just makes sure
He's fixing everything.
Yeah, so he's like the mechanic. So I'll get that. But for our Star Trek type shows, Isaac obviously like R2D2 can plug into a computer, reroute things, find coordinates, XYZ, blah blah blah, and he can do exact calculations. And the only other person that can do that on the Orville is Lieutenant Lamar. That was it. Now, Bert, I know you haven't watched it, but they did bring in a shitty character.
What, the chick?
Yeah,
she's annoying. She's really
she's fucking annoying. And the only reason Tony looked at the only reason she's on the show is because she's banging Seth MacFarlane.
Of course.
Me personally, I'm like, Seth MacFarlane, you're doing a good job, but yet you bring a blonde-haired white girl to sit opposite of a redheaded white guy, like, and then you have you and him, you're the four white people right there. I'm like, yeah, what happened to the diversity?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Bortus is great, but Lamar's in the back now because he's
science, right?
Isaac, yeah. And Claire is only on deck for. Actually, she wasn't even in the last episode. But Claire, I mean, she's there. But I just thought, like, I don't know anybody but her.
Hmm.
I do like the dynamic, but she's just a terrible add-on, in my opinion. Like,
What role does she serve on the ship?
she's like the opposite pilot. She's like I don't know what the fuck she is actually.
Who was Claire, his ex-wife?
No, Claire's
Okay. Is she
physician.
Solarian?
No, Solarian's Tala. I could get that because she's an
Who
alien.
the
I don't
fuck's
really care.
Claire? I swear I watched one episode.
Claire is the African American
Doctor.
Oh,
Is apparently she's like 60 years old. Doesn't look it.
well, she's the doctor. She doesn't do anything other than that.
No, I know. What I'm saying is like the 4 people you always see at the front
In
are
the
always gonna
bridge,
be
yeah.
on the bridge is.
I mean, maybe a
Mercer
space rock
Grayson.
comes through the window and knocks somebody out. You know, she's got to be there to.
That'd be crazy. Bordis is great though, but this new season they just attack a lot of political things, so it's a different feel. I still enjoy it,
Yeah.
but they attack a lot of political shit.
Well, I feel like they do that in The Boys too, or as well.
Yeah.
But it's always done in a way where I'm like, huh. And I don't know. I'm only on episode like 4, I think.
This is so good.
It's so good though. But
So good.
Are you guys gonna watch
That's-
The Old Man?
I'm already caught up on Old Man.
I don't know what that one is.
It's okay. It's a different pace of show than I'm used to. That's for damn sure. But I do like. I
Bert,
like.
it's the guy that plays the dude on Big Lebowski.
Yeah, it's Jeff Bridge.
and it's on Hulu, but you don't have Hulu. So, do you want my login so you can watch it?
Maybe I
So we
don't
can
know.
talk about it.
Look, I go. So my thing is, I only subscribe to just a handful of subscription services at a time. So, like, I did Paramount Plus for Halo, and then I finished it for The Offer. Then I canceled it. So now I'm
Is that
about
good?
this. The Offer is fantastic. It's
haven't
unfreaking
seen it.
believable. It's so good. I cannot describe how good it is.
All right.
But I finished that, so I canceled my Paramount Plus, and then now I'm going to go to something. Oh no, then I'm doing Boys, right? And then once that's done, I'm like, all right, I got to figure out what the next thing is. And I was thinking about going to Disney Plus again, so I could watch Obi-Wan and Moon Knight and all the things that I missed.
Oh, Moon Knight was good.
So that's my next cue, but I only do it for like a couple months. Watch the content that I need, and move on to the next thing.
You could do like a bundle, like Randy said.
Because Disney owns Hulu, like ESPN.
Yeah.
I literally see like the credit, like it's like $14, but I get it. Having too many subscription services. Yeah. Oh man, the Disney is kind of right now. I don't even watch, like, they have a show called Mrs. Marvel on there. Like, I'm not even watching that just because I don't need to see some teenage superhero girl coming to her own.
Superheroes.
When they just had the Black Hawk or whatever. No, what's his name? Fucking Hawkeye. The Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
Like another teenage girl. It was. So I'm not really sure where they're going with that. I mean, it is nice because you can just go in and watch like Doctor Strange now.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that either.
I enjoyed that. But I mean, Disney for me is mainly just for like Star Wars stuff at this point.
Star Wars.
Because there's so much of it. Dude, I tried watching that Vintage Droids, bro. I couldn't do it. I turned it on for like 5 minutes and I was like,
It's not bad. I don't know if I'm gonna like binge through the one season, but I don't know. I didn't hate it.
And I tried to, for whatever reason, they have an Ewok movie.
Yeah.
From like, I turned it on and I was like,
there's 2. There's technically 2.
Yeah. Like, what is this? I don't know what I'm looking at. And it was the guy from Die Hard. Like the asshole cop. He's from Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the dad. I got to that part, then I stopped. I'm like, that ship doesn't look like a ship. It literally looks like they're just in a pasture somewhere. There's no feeling of Star Wars.
Yeah. No, they're Endor, totally.
But
you say it's more Star Wars than Han Solo?
No,
No.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't think so.
I remember
actually.
vaguely, and I remember vaguely. It's been a while since I've seen the Ewok movies. That they do have like a couple props show up. Like there is an E11 blaster, I think, somewhere, and they have like the you know the explosives that they put in the bunker. They look like little like upside down cupcakes. It's like Han Solo puts it up there and like turns it on. I believe one of those pops up somewhere, but there's also like a weird Endor witch lady and like it starts to. Here's the thing. I vaguely remember these movies, watching them, because I was like, what, there's new Star Wars movies, and then being like really disappointed. But it feels more like Willow than it does Star Wars.
I've never seen Willow.
What?
Yeah.
Willow is fantastic.
Have you really not?
I've never seen it. I should probably watch it one of these days.
I'm sure it's on Disney Plus.
I only see because I only know Willow from that reference in Fanboys.
Or Willow
No,
that's
it's
in
a
Lord
thing.
or
It's-
Star Wars?
When they're in George Lucas's like office, like cellar or whatever, and he's like, "Look, it's Willow, guys, Willow." Okay, like that's my only reference to Willow, and I was like, they don't like it, so
It's good. It actually is really good. Yeah.
And what his name, Warwick Davis, he's in Star Wars, right? Yes.
Yes.
Dude. So the Ewok
He's in
movies kind of
Solo.
look like the TV movies. Was that what they were?
The what?
The Ewok movies. I feel like they were made for television.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
'Cause I just
They have
can't
a-
see that hitting theaters.
They have a vintage Ewoks as well.
Yeah, no. Star Wars. That stuff's great.
Yeah. Warwick Davis, the
Yeah.
guy that played in Willow, he was in Star Wars.
Yeah, I think
Solo.
he's Wicket, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, he's also in Solo. Yes, yeah.
And one of the second one, first one, whatever it is. Anyways. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Stranger Things? Oh yeah, did everyone here watch Stranger Things?
No.
Ah,
You can talk about it. Fine.
Why are they trying to force pineapple pizza on us?
dude.
Like,
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie, it did look good.
Yeah, when that moment happened, I was like, I get it. But
Have you guys
also
ever had pineapple pizza?
I've never had good pineapple pizza. I think that's fair.
I just don't I just don't jive it, man. I cannot get behind it.
So you've never had
I'm
it?
not gonna lie. After seeing Argyle, because that's his name,
Mm,
make the pizza, I was like, I would probably eat that if it was in front of me because that pizza did look good.
here's
Here's how it was.
here's what I think might be what I need to do, which is I was talking to my buddy and who's from Hawaii. And his whole thing is Hawaiian pizza is not Hawaiian, right? They don't do Canadian bacon, right? Because I don't like ham, right? So that's why also I don't like most Hawaiian style pizzas because it's like ham. He's like, no, it's pepperoni and pineapple.
That sounds
So
good.
I might be interested in trying it because I feel like that combo I could get behind. I just don't like ham. So like most pineapple pizzas or Hawaiian style pizzas, I'm like, literally every topping on here I hate. So why would I eat this? But when he explained that, I was like, okay, all right. Well, then maybe that might be something that I try. But then I'm like, I'd rather just have like the toppings that I want.
Yes.
Like ham.
Speaking of pizza, I know this is really just jumping, but every time they ate pizza in the community, that pizza looked like shit.
Yes.
It just looked like just
You
not
must have bought
good.
Domino's.
Not good. Yeah.
Like just not good. Like I'm like, really? Like because yeah, I mean even cartoon pizza looks better than that.
Yeah. I think part of it is like the you gotta remember that like some of that stuff is like prop, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not real, right? Or it's not it's supposed to be like one of the gnarliest things is when you find out like anytime you see like a Pizza Hut commercial where they're doing like the deep cut into like the pizzas and stuff, there's actually so many weird things that are that they do to get those shots. So like
Yeah.
that like cheese that you see is actually glue. They like screw the pizza into like the actual like wood so that like when you cut it, it's like there's all these like weird tricks
Yeah.
that I learned from this guy who did like food commercials. But that's my thing is like I know that it does in theory, like in theory, you can make fake food look really good. All the pizza on Community looked garbage, just straight garbage.
I think it was real and just left over.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, probably.
like it was like
Yeah, it
3-day
could
old
be.
pizza.
Could be.
Like, here you go.
Could be.
Speaking of pizza,
One piece.
so we recently, it was my dad's birthday last month, and we went to Mary's, and they wanted to order a pizza on top of all of our meals. I'm like, well, it's not my money, it's your day, like just do whatever. So my dad and mom order like this large ass, they're whatever their name for a supreme pizza is.
Mhm.
It just felt like, I mean, it was good, but it just felt like there was just too much stuff on there. Like you need to pick it up like this, you know, you gotta use 2 hands to eat it. You might as well use a fork, but it was just too much. Now,
Can you have too much on pizza?
yes, because and this is the specific reason why I don't order supreme pizzas anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like I think it's just my parents like that, but it's just it was good. I mean, once it wasn't like super soggy or whatever, but it was just, I think 3 toppings is probably like the way to go. Possibly a stuffed crust. Zerber, I said 3 toppings is, I think, the way to go.
3 toppings is about the max. Yeah.
But when you've got like 30 different things on there,
It's too
I
much.
have to respectfully disagree.
oh God. What's your ideal pizza?
What? What's my ideal pizza?
Yeah.
Sausage, pepperoni, ham, onions, and that's about it. Maybe tomatoes.
I like a lot of times I'll go sausage over pepperoni.
Interesting.
I like the green peppers they're on there, just 'cause a little bit of that. And a lot of times that will just do it. If we're going, like, if I'm talking like, this is like me ordering at Domino's, you know. But if you go to like Mountain Mike's, is okay, or another place, you know, I like to switch it up and I'm like, oh, how about this? I love the Greek at fucking Papa Murphy's. It's like feta cheese, spinach, pepperoni, and some salami, and like olives. It's not anything like crazy, but like when cooked to perfection, I can pick it up. It's just like a nice solid piece of pizza with some crunch. Oh, it's good. That's actually like the most supreme thing that I eat. What about yourself, Bert?
Very simple. I think I talked about this before.
Ham,
Pepperoni,
pineapple.
black olives, jalapenos.
Like jalapeno.
I like jalapenos with my nacho cheese movies. My movie nachos.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of spice. It's great.
Did I have
Here's-
you guys until the ham part?
Hmm?
Did I have you on the pizza until the ham part?
Yeah, the ham is just so gross. I can't stand it. But the onions is an interesting one because I love onions in general.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if, unless it's like a supreme pizza, I don't know why I've just never really associated onions on it as a topping.
The only time I've and also I like all the extra add-ons to make your own pizza. I just don't want to pay for it.
Dude, I don't understand why pizza's so expensive.
I like, why is it an extra $2 to add some chopped onions? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, when I know that I could go to the store.
$6.
Yeah.
What's
Literally
the- I
spend
mean,
$2 on onions and get like a bag of onions, and I'm getting like a handful of chopped onions into my pizza. It's like
you can make your own pizza for like half the price of a Mary's pizza or a Round Table's pizza.
yeah. My biggest thing with Mary's pizza is I don't like the pepperoni that they use. It's like the little small circled pepperoni. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
To me, it's just like,
Yeah, I do. Like, oh yeah, the little guys.
yeah, not a fan of that. Not a fan of that.
Would you guys try peas, mayo, and corn on your pizza?
No. You just pick 3 random things.
No, Sarah told me.
I just feel like, where are the mashed potatoes and why is there mayo
Yeah.
here?
Sarah told me the British, that's how they like their pizza.
No.
They also like baked beans for breakfast.
For
so
breakfast.
I don't
That is
know.
really good. You should not knock it till you try it.
I know it's probably good, but there's nowhere here that I'm gonna go to get baked beans for breakfast.
It's really good.
Oh, but I love baking breakfast though.
Fried tomato. And
Fried tomatoes are good.
Ash and my tomatoes.
tomatoes.
That's crispy.
Now I want pizza.
Yeah, no, I really want pizza.
I might get pizza today after I watch Thor: Love and Thunder.
Don't watch that.
Don't watch it.
No,
It's not good.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, like you watch The Boys.
Oh yeah, that was so funny.
I was like, dude, that's kind of fucked up. Like that was, oh man. I finally got my coworker on The Boys, and it was weird. Like when here's a good discussion topic. Why are we as people so terrible at selling shows and movies to other people?
Elaborate.
I was telling him about The Boys, and I was explaining like it's like superheroes how they should be, and it's like, well, how should they be? I'm like, well, it's kind of like it's very graphic, and there's a lot of murder and stuff like that. And I'm like, Anthony Starr's in it. He's from Banshee, blah blah. And he was like, I don't know. But since I planted that seed, it didn't take, and I was talking about it for like 2 weeks. It didn't take. And then all of a sudden, I walk in the store last week, and he's like watching The Boys. He's like, "Oh, dude, I'm like the end of season 1." I'm like, "What? Did you start watching?" Yeah, my friend mentioned it to me, and I was like, "Huh." And he's like, and then I remember you'd mentioned it, so I'm like, if he's mentioning it, I'm like, okay, so you don't take my word for it, where I literally just watch movies and TV all the time. At a random reference over here, you're gonna watch it. Hey, but whatever, I don't need credit. But it's like it's hard to sell something in the beginning just to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it's like me trying to sell Superstore to you, Bert. Like now, if you've never seen it, I'm like, dude, it's funny. It's like people that work at Lowe's. Like, yeah, well, I don't have any correlation to that ever.
Yeah, there's no point of reference.
I thought
How would you?
They worked at Walmart.
It's kind of like a Walmart, yeah. It's like a superstore.
I don't. So I was getting in an argument with a lady. She's like, "It's like Walmart." Like, it's not like Walmart. Like, one, it's cleaner.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
They have crazy customers.
Cleaner than our Walmarts. I've been to some clean Walmarts.
I've only been to like 2 Walmarts. One in Windsor, which is terrible, and then the one here in Warner Park, which is just, if you don't know where, like, either which way. But I correlate Superstore more so with Lowe's and Target. Like
Target away.
Because one, you walk into Walmart, everything always looks exactly the same. There's no seasonal, there's no change, there's nothing. It's always exactly the same. Where you go to Target, there's seasonal department. You go to Lowe's, there's differences there. So, and there's always like a theme for like the thing that's going on. But that's how I just correlate it. But the customers, yeah, they're like Walmart customers. But the store itself, I just associate with Target and Lowe's. Yeah, now we're just going off on that. So okay. Watch Superstore.
So
I just
Dalton,
sold it to you.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu? Nah, sorry. Dalton.
Yes.
Will you pitch our audience? How would you pitch our audience on Lord of the Rings, the movie? Somebody who's never seen it.
If you never see it, then you're a piece of shit and you should watch it.
That's a good one.
Wow, that is not where I thought this was gonna go. I was okay. All right. Well.
I don't know. Do you like fantasy? Watch Lord of the Rings.
No.
Do you not like fantasy? Watch Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
I got nothing right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to sell.
It's hard to sell Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
How would you sell it? Somebody who's doesn't know anything about it whatsoever.
This dude finds a ring, And this
I
wizard
mean,
guy tells the
Boring.
dude
That sounds
to
terribly boring.
I mean, I think, and I don't
it's
know why
about
I keep,
jewelry. I don't understand.
Right.
I keep
a
thinking of
dwarf,
Randall and
a
Clerks too.
human, and an elf walk into a bar,
Mhm.
and then they meet Frodo, and they try to bring the ring place.
So it's like Sex in the City.
That's it. Yeah.
Nice. All right, I'll check it out.
Do you
Cut
like
to-
elves? Do you like orcs?
What's an orc?
Do you like goblin people?
Elves, like as in people that help Santa make toys.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Except they're taller. They got great skin.
It doesn't
They're
sound
all
doesn't sound like an elf to
Do
me.
you like short people with hairy feet?
Round feet.
I don't like half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Wow.
Got it. You got it. I was like, all right.
In
he's
a
good, he's good.
while.
Oh yeah. When I was younger, when I first watched that, I had to like rewind it. I'm like, boy, he's just really dissing these people. I think
Yeah.
I'm like not getting it because he's saying it. It's just so well. Also, Rip Bilbo Baggins, whoever the actor is. Shall we?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Is that a
I'm
segue?
excited.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then on that note, it's just acknowledging to you and then everybody listening that this will be a little bit of a we'll start to roll out more and more of the rules and stuff as we play. I just kind of want to jump into it. I don't want to wait any longer. So there'll be some stuff that we're just kind of figuring out on the fly, and that's okay. It's okay. It's part of the fun. Yeah.
My character's name is Hector the Well Endowed.
Yes. I was gonna ask. I need character names, please.
Oh,
So I have a
I
name.
didn't think of a name yet.
I have a name, but
Mhm.
there's a delivery on how I want to do it.
Okay.
So can it be a mystery for
Yes.
now?
Mhm.
Cool.
Well, then, gentlemen,
Basic thing.
are you ready? Let us
I
begin.
don't have a name, so
Oh, you got some time to think about it because here we go. Yes, I was gonna say, like, let's start off with maybe like a character. Well, we'll go into it. I guess the spirit of what I'm trying to get to, I haven't even gotten there yet, so how could you know, is you don't feel like when I ask you, like, hey, describe something or explain like your backstory or whatever, you can keep information hidden. You don't have to tell me literally everything, right? The more stuff I know, the better. But like, if you're like, yeah, I want to keep like elements of a mystery, that's okay. You don't need to tell us everything. We can kind of let some stuff unfold as it happens. Does that work? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Well then, gentlemen, can I have both of you roll a d20 for me, please?
I can give you my last name.
Sure. Yeah, that's helpful.
Proud Bottom.
Wow.
How about this? I'll just use my character name from my book that I stopped writing.
Nice.
Call me Raydal. Raydal.
Radol.
Yeah.
Cool. You can think of a last name when you think of a last name.
Sir Riggs Die Hard. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not that.
Too late. Written.
What is
Great Rohirrim name.
Raydal Gruber.
it?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's make it Gruber.
I need to pull up some notes here.
Yeah.
I was left for dead by my uncle Hans Gruber.
Wow. All right. Well,
What's your name?
Radol.
I rolled a 14.
Radel?
Radol.
Raydal.
How do you spell it?
Ray and D-A-L.
All right.
RAYDAL.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
14.
Oh. 17.
Okay. All right.
Already losing the rolls.
Already losing the rolls. We begin in Middle Earth. This is about 6 years before the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring, the movie. So there's turmoil in the world, but the Dark Lord hasn't fully started the War of the Ring. The ring hasn't essentially been found yet in the Shire. But it's a time of relative, uneasiness as the forces of evil continue to kind of pester the free peoples of Middle-earth. With that said, Dalton, Your character has received a message from somebody that has been kind of acting as your patron. You have a patron, is what they call it in the rules, but somebody who has been giving you guidance, giving you resources, giving you things to do. And so you've kind of been, you've received a letter and a summons to go to the village of Bree. As, I think I can say this, a hobbit, it's not that far of a distance, I'm assuming, from where you live to there, but would you describe what your character at least looks like?
Yes, I will. Let me...
So, and I think, oh cool, I can't share this.
I can share Middle Earth. Yeah. Nice. Damn, character appearance. Kenny should write something. Ooh, age, height, weight, skin, hair.
Alright, can I also share?
Oh yeah, here. Go for it.
Hold on.
I mean, I do have my Middle Earth.
You do have the Middle Earth map right behind you.
It is right here.
Come on, go. Somewhere.
I can just turn around for reference for things now. Like,
Yeah, that's great.
actually, I think I got this from you, Bert.
Yeah, yeah, and you know where I got that? J. Paul.
Really?
Jay
Yeah.
Pizzle.
I would never thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would
I like
you
it.
not let me share it? Hold on.
You need to, yeah, you should be able to.
Muster the Rohirrim.
Oh, let me do this. Let's see if this works.
Da-la,
It does not work.
da-da, da. Eowyn's supposed to be in Power Ring.
Mhm.
Yep. The orcs look nastier and meaner.
Yeah.
So,
Well-
I think
Yeah, good.
I guess I'm kind of looking forward to it.
I'm
Whereas-
interested. Oh my gosh, that's sick.
I don't know.
Damn!
I can't see anything.
Man, I gotta go find something.
You gotta get some cool. You gotta get some. That's sick. Okay, so just to describe anyone who's listening, because you can't obviously see it. You're a hobbit, right? It looks like
Yeah.
you have a. Well, how would you describe it? I don't want to describe it. How would you describe it? What are the key things?
So I have a bow and arrow with some
Mhm.
arrows, I guess. I don't know if that would be necessarily what I have now, because equipment and such.
Mhm.
I have like a long I guess a long jacket and some pants. I don't know, Bert, you should describe it because I'm terrible at describing.
Okay, you seem to be a relatively younger hobbit for, comparatively, though hobbits do live a really long period of time. You seem to have just a lot of unkept kind of long hair. But the surprising thing is your trench coat, like traveler's clothes, definitely have a sense of wear and tear to them. You have perhaps most hobbits, right, tend to spend their time close at home. It looks like there's a sense of adventurism within you as your clothes look well worn, and you have perhaps don't necessarily embrace the full comforts that most hobbits do within the Shire. The interesting thing, and I think this might be one of the more interesting aspects of your character, you seem to have an eye patch. Seems like you only have one eye. Is that? You actually don't have to tell me that. That's just basically what I'm seeing from this.
I never
So-
caught out on that.
Oh, okay. That could be not it if you don't want it to be.
No eye patch.
No eye patch?
I found this online and thought it was cool.
He's like, hey
Yeah.
man, look left.
Yeah.
What?
Got it. Okay. Well, then scratch that, but that's okay. So you've been traveling to the village of Bree. You kind of received a message to meet an individual there at the Inn of the Prancing Pony. But as you approach Bree, you can see, I don't know, would your character have ever been here before?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So as you see Bree, the way that it's kind of interesting is... Oops. So Bree is an interesting town because there's basically like a hedge wall that kind of goes around of most of the city, and then it's built into these hills in the background. So as you approach it, it looks semi-defensible in the sense that there is a wall that goes around. At the same point, it doesn't seem too extensive. If this, I don't know how long Bree would stand if it actually came under like a direct like attack, but it's enough of a defense that it presents a relative sense of calm, safety. But as you approach, I guess what's going through your character's mind?
And I got this letter, right, to go to Bree. I'm just gonna think, I've been traveling for a little while. I'm kind of hungry, kind of annoyed because I had to travel so far. And I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay.
Also hoping maybe there's some like gold or treasure that I can get at the end of the rainbow.
Fair enough. Hobbit leprechaun. All right. Well, you're approaching the city. I'm assuming, do you continue to move and go in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. As you approach, there is a gate. There's a gate that there's three main entrances into Bree. As you approach, there is a gate there, and it seems to be open, though, as it's about afternoonish. So there's some busyness to the town as people are coming and going. But you can definitely see that if needed, they probably close these gates at night to keep the town safe. But as of now, the door is open, and people are kind of coming in and going. There is a guard there who is kind of checking and watching people as they're kind of going in and out. Will you do the very first roll of our game for me, please?
Yes.
Okay.
D20.
Yes, a D20. So you're going to you roll a D20 and you look at your skills for perception. And then correct me if I'm wrong. You are what class?
Treasure hunter.
That's right. Come on. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your D20, and then you're going to add your perception bonuses to it. So perception uses wisdom, and you have like a modifier. Let me look at your stats again. What did you send me about Hobbit? Yes. Okay, and that uses wisdom. So you're going to get like a +1 to your roll based off your wisdom modifier, right? So what you do is you roll the D20, you're going to add 1 to it. But as a treasure hunter, you also have an advantage in perception because you're a very observant person. So you're going to get actually another +2. So basically you're going to roll and you're going to add 3 to that roll.
Woo! I like it. 8.
Okay, so 8 + 3 is 11?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not seeing anything that sticks out. There's just a lot of hustle and bustle of people. So you can tell that the guard is kind of not really paying full attention to you, more focused on some of the other people coming in and out.
I'm just gonna kind of look low key and try to blend in with the crowd as best I can.
Okay.
And not make eye contact with the guard.
Sure.
Just walk.
Yeah.
I just look like I belong there.
Yeah.
As a hobbit.
Hobbits. 4 hobbits.
You enter in without incident. No one seems to pay much attention to you. In a both, I guess, positive and negative light, right? You are below their observation, pun intended. So, as you enter, you can tell that there is like a relative festiveness that's kind of embraced the town. There seems to be something that's definitely going on, or the people are prepping for something. So there seems to be like a lot of activity. So the streets are pretty busy. You're hearing the hustle and bustle of people and animals as horses are going by. They seem to be setting up for something.
Did the letter say anything specific?
Just told you to meet at the Inn of the Prancing Pony.
Okay.
There are further instructions we'll give to you.
Do I see any like signs that are pointing towards said Inn at the Prancing Pony?
Can you roll your perception one more time?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Ben. Love you.
2.
No, it is difficult. You're looking around trying to find anything, and you're just kind of lost. You're just confused. You don't see anything. There's a lot of people. No signs whatsoever.
I'm gonna like try to see if I can not flag someone down, but you know, try to find somebody that looks somewhat friendly to ask.
Sure. Will you roll for me one more time?
Yeah.
And you're going to do a charisma check. So just go ahead and roll. And so your charisma modifier, if you have a 11, so it's just you're going to roll, and whatever that number is.
16.
Okay. You see, there's a lot of people going by, but you look in particular for somebody who's maybe the most friendly. And there seems to be like a mother with her 2 kids, and they're just kind of walking very calmly to what looks like the center of town. Not in a super hurry, but they seem to be the most friendly.
I'm gonna kind of get in front of him a little bit. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, can you tell me where the Prancing Pony is?
Oh my. Yes, the Prancing Pony. You're visiting?
Yes.
So she proceeds to kind of explain that as you've entered in through this gate, it's quite simple. You continue to go down this lane. There'll be a fork in the road. Stay to the right. If you stay to the right, near the end of the bend, there is the Inn of the Prancing Pony. It's very easy to spot. There's quite a bit of festivity and people there with the festival, happening tomorrow.
What kind of festival is it going?
Will you roll again for me?
Yeah.
And you're going to do your persuasion for this.
Persuasion. Ooh, I don't think I'm very persuasive. I got a 1.
Wow. Well, with a 1, it is a critical failure. So no matter what, you fail. If you roll a 20, it's an automatic success. So with a 1, you just kind of,
That's good.
what you try to say, what you think you're saying is, you're trying to ask more about this festival. But really what comes out is just like more annoyance. It's the tone, the inflection of your voice is like, without you even realizing, you're kind of saying like, what the fuck is this stupid festival even about, right? And like, the woman just like looks at you and like goes and grabs her children's ears. It's like, I say, and like immediately storms off, heading towards the guard.
I don't know what I said.
With that, you have directions to the Inn of the Prancing Pony. Is that where you go, or do you want to do something?
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay.
I'll just briskly walk there.
Sure. As you're walking there, we cut to Raydol. Would you have a last name, Raydol, yet?
Yeah, Gruber.
Gruber? Oh, that's officially it? Okay.
Yeah. I wrote it down.
You also have received a letter in your travels. Well, first off, before you get there, will you describe your character for us?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the blade look.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton from like Elden Ring. If I can. So I've got, looks like me.
Mhm.
Like, so my guy has a little bit darker skin, black hair, or brown hair, whatever you want to call it. He has a leather gauntlets, obviously boots. I forgot like the certain type of pants that they wear. God, I should play some Elden Ring. And then all kind of like I would say darker gray colors. And then I would have like a wolf's hide
Mm.
on my back, kind of like, and have like the part of the wolf's head, like the wolf's head still there. It's kind of like left shoulder. Yeah, that's the basics that I can do. He has a big scar down his eye. Left.
Oh, wow.
Let's go left eye, scar down the side, kind of like 300.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just ready. Like,
Yeah. And now you do have a horse, right? You are from the Rohirrim,
yes.
or from the lands of Rohan, and you have a horse. Are you riding your horse, or are you walking with your horse?
At this present time, I am walking the horse, giving him a break.
Great. You've also received a letter from your mysterious kind of benefactor. This is a person that has sent you on quest before to do, and so has also, given you rewards for completing those. You've received, though, a cryptic letter that says for you to go to the village of Bree, and specifically to the Inn of the Prancing Pony. There, further instructions will be given to you. This is oddly strange because you've never actually met your benefactor. Everything has been through either letter correspondence or through their own contact. So potentially, this is an opportunity that you could be meeting them for real, or could be another contact that you're meeting. With that said, the village of Bree is quite far from the land of Rohan. So I guess my question for Radol is this been a long journey going from Rohan, or have you, in your own journeys, actually not been from Rohan for quite some time?
As a wanderer, I have not been to Rohan for quite some time. I am exploring the vast landscapes, looking for opportunity, just to figure out my past.
Okay. Well, you're approaching the village of Bree, and you're approaching from a slightly different gate, as we don't have a first name, but as Mr. Proudbottom has entered in from the gate here up from what looks like the south, you've been approaching from what looks like the east. And as you come to this gate, you can see that there is quite a bit of hustle and bustle, as the gate is open. There is a guard there, but it seems like people are getting prepped for something. So there's a lot of activity as people are coming in and out of the main gate.
I also have a sword.
You do.
Okay, I just want to leave it in case things have to go down.
You have a dagger of some sort.
Yeah.
Get him.
Well, what do you do?
I approached the gate, and I just asked for entry, as I have received word that I need to meet somebody at Prancing Pony.
Will you roll for me your first roll, and you are going to do yeah, you're going to do a persuasion roll. So it's going to use your charisma. So whatever that modifier is. What's your charisma score?
14.
So got it. So you're going to add 2 to whatever you roll. And then you are a wanderer is your class, right?
Yep.
You do not have anything in persuasion, so it's just going to be just that +2.
Mm-hmm. So D20?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a 4.
You're seeing as people are going in and out, right? Without having to do anything, but the guard just looks at you. Oh, yes, of course, you may enter, but there is a slight fee. To pay for the festivities, of course.
Yeah, of course. What is the fee, sir?
1 silver coin.
Well, I mean, that's all I got.
Okay, you can pay him if you want to.
So
you do have currency. I believe I sent it. I forgot how much you. Let me look. Can I actually have you roll again for me?
Yeah.
And do your insight on this. So, and that uses your wisdom. So,
Okay.
what's your wisdom score?
12.
Okay, with a 12, you would get a +1 to whatever you roll.
Okay. Fuck! 2.
Okay. Sure, I guess this is what it seems strange that he's not charging anyone else, but, and a silver coin, I guess, sure, why not? Let me look here and see how much you have.
So stupid.
You have 12 silver coins, so this would be...
That sucks. I'm gonna write this down.
As a hobbit, though, and as a treasure hunter, Dalton, for context, you have 26 silver coins.
No, I have 11.
Now you have 11. As you hand over the coin, it's almost like it's snatched out of your hand before you, as you just pop it up. Yes, welcome to Bree. Immediately, the guard puts the coin in his pocket.
And as I look back, he's high-fiving the other guard. Just worked one over on that elf.
Yes.
So I just shrug it off. I don't want to cause any waves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Some waves.
I look around and I just ask the nearest individual, I'm like, where's the prancing pony?
Will you roll for me, please, and do your persuasion?
Okay. 5.
Every time you're like, excuse me, hey, you're just kind of talking, everyone seems to ignore you and just walk past you.
I'm just gonna keep walking straight.
Okay.
just
Try not to cut someone's head off.
so I'm walking straight now with frustration building,
Mm-hmm.
but just trying to keep my cool.
Yep. As you move down this lane, right, you're approaching what looks like, this seems to be clearly the center of town. This is where there's definitely stuff happening. But as you're kind of moving forward, we cut back to Mr. Proudbottom. You're making your way to the inn of the Prancing Pony, right? You were given directions, and you can kind of see up ahead that definitely is an area where there's the inn, tavern, and such buildings. And you see a sign that definitely indicates that it's the inn.
So I'm just gonna keep strolling over towards the inn, excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, you're there.
Oh. I want to go inside.
Okay. As you go inside, you open it up, right? And immediately, you're a hobbit, so the countertop was built for human-sized people. So you're kind of coming in a little bit, at knee length, right? For some waist length for some of these people. But no one seems to pay much attention to you. So people walk around you as they're clearly festively a little already intoxicated. But yeah, you're inside the inn. Despite it being bright outside, it's a kind of a cooler, darker feeling inside, as it's almost a place for people to escape, the heat. But yeah, you're inside. There is a surprisingly amount of people in here for it being kind of 3 o'clock, early afternoon. But there's clearly something going on, and everyone is
hobbits. That's
it's perfect time to eat or drink something.
Drinking time. Real quick, so I think you said that I can use silvers to get another equipment item.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have the fine walking stick, and then use silver for a smoking pipe as well.
Okay.
And the ink and parchments or whatever.
Yeah, I believe so. Sorry. So you have 20. So you have 26 silver, and then of those you choose 2. So you don't have to spend money on this. You just get a pick. So you have a fine walking stick, and then you said you wanted ink and parchment, and then you wanted to also buy.
Smoking pipe.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure out how much that costs after this, but you have. Okay. Let's say you have that. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I want to kind of try to get the bartender's attention and ask for a beer or an ale.
Yeah. A very
Mr. Bartender.
you see a head pop over the railing. Seems to be a man a little bit plumper, super, almost look like there's like a constant look of, like a glazed look over their face. Like they're happy, or they have like a friendly face, but it's almost like their mind is constantly somewhere else. No. Oh yes, a hobbit. Welcome. What can I get for you?
Can I get an ale? Like do you have pints?
Yes, a pint of ale, of course.
Can I have
Mr.
2 pints?
2 pints.
Two
Are you
pints.
expecting a guess?
No.
Should we get another?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I got a letter to come here.
I did not send you a letter. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
Not you, but somebody sent me a letter.
To come here.
Yeah. At Prancing Pony. And Bree.
This is Bree, and this is the end of. But I didn't send you a letter.
Yeah, can I get 2 pints of ale?
Yes, for you and your friend, of course, of
Sure.
course. Yeah. So you're kind of given a table, and 2 pints of ale have been placed.
I'm gonna chug one of them right away.
Okay. Will you go ahead and roll for me? You're gonna do your a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. It was a 14 for me.
Okay. Yeah, you're drinking it, even though it's a pint of ale for a hobbit. Your size, that's more. But you're not drunk. You're just, even though you chug it, you're getting there, but you're not inebriated yet.
Chugging. I'm just gonna kind of.
Mhm.
Still me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like look around, see if I see anybody else, kind of like out of place, maybe not part of anything that's going on.
Will you roll a perception check for me, please?
Yeah. 1.
Wow. There's a lot of people here. You're looking around. Maybe you are a little bit more drunk than you thought, because you're trying to like focus, and it's hard to tell. Yeah. There's a lot of people. I guess nobody stands out more so or less so than anyone else. Yeah. Unfortunately, you kind of look around, and you're kind of put in like a back, table, so it's kind of hard to see from where you're at. But
Can I start like smoking my pipe?
Sure.
Do I need to anything?
no,
Cool.
you can
I'll
start
take a
smoking
little-
it.
Take a little puff of my pipe.
Yeah.
Take another sip of my other ale.
Mm-hmm. And as you're kind of sitting there waiting, we cut back to Radol as you're making your way through the streets. You don't know. Well, I guess I should ask Radol the question. Have you ever been to Bree before?
Been a long time, but I'm not familiar with the area. It was more of like I stopped by and I was just going through the city, and I never went to Bree.
Got it. Okay. Well, then, yeah, you're kind of following this main street, but it's getting to the point where, you're assuming it's a safe bet to move farther into the city, but you don't particularly know where the Inn of the Prancing Pony is. Every attempt for you to flag anyone, they've just kind of ignored you and
So because there's festivities going on, I just kind of want to start leaning toward or heading towards like more noise.
Okay.
The louder it gets, I feel like maybe I can find something over there, because it is an inn at the end of the day.
Yep.
And my observations are these are houses on the outskirts, so it wouldn't be there.
Yep.
So I proceed to move forward.
Okay. Yeah, as you move further in the town, where there definitely seems to be like the biggest concentration of people is kind of here where the center is. They seem to be setting up things in prep for some big festival, what looks like being set up for tomorrow, as people are, setting up booths and banners and things and what have you. So you're in a very concentrated area where there's a lot of activity. Will you go ahead and do your perception check for me, please? And as a wanderer, you get a +2 to it. So it normally uses your wisdom. So what's your wisdom score?
Wisdom is 12.
Got it. So you're gonna add +3.
Fuck! It's a 1.
Conveniently, every time you look
God.
where there would have been like the sign to the end of, there's always somebody in front of it. So you're just like completely now in the middle of town, have no clue where to go. With a horse.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna ask somebody if there's a stable where I can house my horse. And my idea is there's a stable that's got to be close to the inn because this is what it is. So,
Can you use your persuasion for me, please?
yeah, sure. Let's try a different dice. Oh my god, it's a fucking 5.
Every time you're like, excuse me, they're like, no, I'm quite busy. I'm quite busy. And it's just like everyone just kind of walks around you.
I can't break like double-digit rolls right now.
You can't. Yeah,
It's like,
this
it's
is really
so
just. This is the most basic thing of just go to the inn and you guys are having trouble with it.
I'm just gonna yell out loud. Could somebody please tell me where the inn is?
All right.
Prancing pony. Fuck.
Well, you rolled for me, and now you're gonna do your intimidate.
Like I just like.
And what is your charisma score?
14.
Okay. Yeah. So +2.
Oh, there we go. 16.
So 16 + 2 is 18. As you yell this out, like it's almost like there's like a huge hustle and bustle. There's like a lot of noise and people. And as you just like yell this out, will somebody please fucking tell me where the inn of the Prancing Pony is? Everything gets quiet, like in your immediate areas. Like everyone just kind of looks at you, and you're seeing that there's like definitely some people who are like making a mental note. Some people are like frustrated, and some people are like disappointed. Like you're getting all these looks where like you've now become a center of attention. Like people here are recognizing, at least they don't know who you are, but they're like, I'm that guy. As you see, as like a handful of people just like point off to the side, and there was like a building there the entire time that said Inn of the Prancing Pony, but there's always somebody in front of it, but like now there's nobody there, so clearly it's like, yeah, dude, the place that you're right next to.
Thank you. I storm off.
All right.
I really do feel like that's like real life. Like, dude, you're just like, bro, where is this place? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that there's like a hitching post where you can, tie your horse to. It's not like a stable.
Yeah.
That's presumably there's one in the back, right? If you actually stayed at the inn.
Yeah.
But there's a place where you could essentially tie up your horse.
So I proceed to tie up my horse and woosah myself down, calm myself down, and I proceed to enter into the Prancing Pony.
Okay. As you enter, it's the same kind of thing, right? There's a surprisingly amount of excitement in the inn as people are kind of pre-festival day before excitement drinking. There's a decent amount of people in here. But yeah, you enter the inn.
I walk over to the bar and I ask, can I get some food and a drink, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Welcome. What would you like to eat?
Do you have any stew?
Yes, the finest of stews. Yes. First roll is free. Bread is extra after.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate. So I'll just take some stew and bread and an ale. And I need a table.
Well, I'd say you guys don't need to roll for it. Yeah, you don't need to roll for it because you see that they're yes, you're seated not where Mr. Proudbottom is, You're like, he's like at a table off, like, you know, to the side. You're like seated right at like the actual counter itself.
Okay, gotcha. So I just take a big gas. I'm like, okay. Then well, it's not a swivel chair. So I turn around, I sit with my back against the bar while I guess I'm waiting. And I'm just observing, looking.
Then I would say that both of you would see each other. You don't have to do anything because you technically don't know each other. Yeah. But you do see a hobbit off at the table with an already emptied pint glass, drinking another one.
I just take a little brief look at my letter again, just to see if there's anything that's I can use or noticing any particular thing.
Can I have Mr. Proudbottom do a perception check for me, please? And then, Randy, can you have Radol do an insight check?
Sure.
I got a 12.
Okay. And then, Randy, well, you would add, I think, 4 to this.
Yeah, well, I got a 3.
Nice. Yeah, that letter just straight up is like, meet me here. It's really hard for you to figure out, like, fuck, this is... But... Mr. Proudbottom, you, as you're sitting there drinking a beer, you notice that this human male has come in, has pulled out a letter very similar to yours, and is like looking at it, like, trying to make sense of it. So you do see that Radol has a letter.
So I want to look at him, but not make it obvious. But it's obvious because I'm a hobbit sitting alone. But I'm gonna like holding my pint and just kind of sipping on it and trying to be low key and just watch him and see what he does.
Look at me like I'm creepy Sal.
Because I feel like he kind of stands out too. He came in alone and he's, you know, and then the letter, obviously.
And there was yelling outside.
Yeah, there was yelling outside, and he's dressed not probably like the other people here at Bree are, so he definitely looks like he's an outlander.
So yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay. You're just being observed. All right.
Just drinking some beers, ales.
Radol, unfortunately, the letter vexes you because it doesn't really give you any specific instructions. Will you go ahead and roll and do a perception check for me?
I got a fucking 5.
Man, it's crowded in here. It's hard to see. Dude, I'm sure there's literally somebody waving at you to tell you to come over. You just don't see it.
I can't even with these rolls right now.
These dice are really bad.
It's like PTSD. Like, terrible fucking rolls.
Your stew, sir. A bowl is put in front of you with a nice, warm, crunchy loaf of bread.
Yeah, I'm just gonna refuel and eat.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Can I chug the rest of my ale?
Yep.
So I want to chug the rest of my ale, and then I'm gonna walk out back to the bartender. Can I get 2 more ales?
Great. As you've chucked this beer, can you do another Constitution save for me, please?
Yeah. 15.
Okay. Yeah. As you chug this beer and go up, 2 more. Yes, for you and your friend.
Yes, my friend and me.
Yeah. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Pints for both of these.
Yeah, pints. I like pints.
And you do this like as you went up right next to Radol to do it, right? Yeah, okay. So Radol, you would have seen that there's a hobbit next to you.
So after I get him, I want to actually go to Radol's table and sit down. But like sit down with both my pints, kind of make it look like I'm going to give him one, and then chug one of them, and then just start sipping on the other.
When he does that, I'm going to look at him like the evil man in the Fellowship of the Ring at Bree. He's just kind of like looking over, like,
It's like he doesn't have a table. He's like at the counter. So I imagine that Mr. Proudbottom like climbed up onto the stool, So you're like literally there, and it's just like right at the bar while like Randy or Radol's like back is because you're like looking out there. This other hobbit's just next to you, just chugging these beers. Yeah.
So I see you have a letter. I do have a letter.
I do have a letter.
I have a letter.
Are you my contact if you're in Bree?
I was gonna ask you if you're my contact.
I'm just gonna keep eating.
I'm just gonna shrug and keep drinking.
I mean, going nowhere.
And as you sit there in silence, as Radol starts to eat and Mr. Proudbottom continues to drink, kind of in an awkward silence, you both kind of sense that there's a presence behind you as an individual cloaked has like walked in. Good, you've both found each other.
Yep.
If you would join me, I can give you more details of why you've been brought here. As this like cloaked individual goes to like one of the corner tables.
Metal Gear Solid exclamation voice. Oh.
Before we get up, I'm gonna look at Radol. Well, I don't know his name yet, but I'm gonna look at him and be like, my name's Engelbert. But my friends call me Bert for short.
I'm gonna just say, my name is Radol Gruber. Nice to meet you, Engelbert.
That was solid. That was good.
Engelbert. That's good. I guess we just look at it like, shall we?
Just gonna shrug, drink, and then walk.
So I'm gonna grab my food and bring it over there because it's my food.
Yeah, you're not just gonna leave that. As
make my way over.
yeah, as you both kind of sit down, this individual has kind of like positioned themselves to be like still in the shadows. You have not actually seen their face, as they've done their best to like kind of maintain. Maintain their secrecy. However, as you sit down, they proceed to tell you, good, excellent, you're both here, and it seems like you have made introductions. Excellent. I am here to give you your next assignment. Your patron is very pleased with both of your progress and is looking to send you on a very important quest. But before that is we're able to do that, you need to both prove that you can actually work together as a team, as you both have worked individually. And now this quest is important enough to bring in a few more adventurers. So with that, I have some options for you. As he slides, actually, no, I guess he just kind of tells you. So there's 3 quests that you can go on right now that are available, that are just through him. So imagine if this was like a video game. This is like the main quest. You guys don't have to do any of this stuff. You could be like, fuck this, and like go do whatever you want. Like, this is just me setting it up. Just the context is you don't have to actually do any of these. Does that make sense?
Training like PUBG.
Yes. So there's 3 things that are presented to you, right? One is there's a nearby watchtower that is in disrepair, and you just have to go and rebuild the tower. So it's physical labor, but it's like out in the wilderness a little bit. You just need to like kind of assess the state and then make some repairs. There is another quest that is, hey, there's a nearby farmer that is running into issues. Something is coming and like grabbing and taking its cattle at night. And so you need to go investigate what's happening and what's, help this farmer as needed. And then the third one is there is reports that there is potentially an assassin that is in the town. And so the goal is to try and figure out who this person is and, if need be, stop them.
We get paid, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Man, it's just, I know this is like the first time, like this, we got a mesh. I don't know how long you've been working with this patron. I've been working with this patron for some time now. But I think we should take some baby steps and go 100% find the assassin. No, I'm kidding. Oh, let's just go repair the watchtower, man. Like, it's just, I would say the watchtower or the farmer, whichever one. I just think the assassin might be out of my depth right now.
I'm pretty handy, but also, you know, I'm down with the farmer one.
Okay, let's go for the farmer.
Let's do it.
All right.
As he says that, I want to chug the rest of my beer.
All right. With that, if this is like a video game, like your first quest has been activated, the contact that you have gives you information on where the farm is, and so the next steps would be, I guess, go out and investigate. Presumably, right? If you wanted to, you could do some prep stuff in the town before you go on your adventure. But with that now selected, I have what I need to start building out your first quest.
Dun, dun, dun.
With that, everyone, we'll end today.
Those rolls were so terrible.
Those rolls were really terrible.
Like, I was like, bro, like
It's good to get-
pissed.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to get those out now before you have like crazy stuff, like fighting and what have you. But yeah, there it is. We have officially started our Lord of the Rings story. I'm excited to see what y'all do, and may the rolls be better in your favor next time.
Yeah, for real.
That was fun.
It was good.
It was just getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels very like I feel like we're not gonna find our stride for like 5 episodes. or
Yeah.
Because like once we found our stride, I think in zombies, it was just like, all right, we're just going.
Yeah.
We also haven't done any gameplay in some time.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Any closing out topics?
Lunch plans?
I'm about to eat some cereal and pass out.
Nice.
So
Oh yeah,
it's-
I guess dinner plans for you.
So it's Sunday, so obviously the idea of pizza's good, but I mean it's kind of heavy right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know what we're gonna get later, something. But immediately when we're done here, I'm gonna go make a quesadilla.
Nice.
I got some leftover beef that I need to use. So
With beef with who?
beef with
The
cheese.
townspeople.
The townspeople.
Oh god, no, this is
am-
good. I enjoyed it.
I am making a homemade KFC famous bowl tonight.
Ooh.
Got some popcorn chicken, do some mashed potatoes and some corn, some gravy.
Peas.
Dude, those $5 bowls were fucking solid. Like they were good.
Yeah.
Like, that was like a good little like power meal.
So
$5.
much carbs though.
I know, dude. It's just like deep fried chicken, just thrown into like a bunch of starch.
Mhm.
Like, let's go.
Yeah.
It's some
What are you
cheese and
gonna eat,
gravy.
Bert?
I don't
What are you
know.
gonna eat?
All this talk about pizza has really made me hungry for pizza, but I also need to go grocery shopping, so I might I don't know. We'll see. I might just make a sandwich.
How many times do you guys go grocery shopping, buy groceries, and then immediately just go get something else to eat?
All the time.
Ah,
Yeah. Like I'm tired from grocery shopping, but I need to. That's why like I try to make when I do grocery shopping, I make my rounds.
Mm.
And I always end up at Costco. So if I need that hot dog or a slice of pizza for cheap,
Mhm.
hold me over.
yeah.
I love Costco food.
Speaking about Costco and shopping, I did talk to my dad the other day.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I said this in the last episode. I was like, yeah, so I heard you ran into Dalton at like Safeway, but like you may not have known who he was. He's like, dude, it didn't hit me until like later, and like when he was in the park, I was like, oh shit, that was Dalton. He didn't swear.
See,
He didn't swear, but yeah.
It felt like he
That's
wasn't sure.
funny.
Because like I was like, oh hey, Mr. Jennings, and he just kind of had like this like hesitation look, but obviously I knew who he was because I said his name.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I was trying to go with it and figure it out. And I knew it had to be one of like your friends, and it took me forever because I think you were right. I don't think he's seen you since you've had like the beard and stuff.
The last time I seen your parents is I brought over wine.
Yeah, that's right.
Christmases ago, but I don't even know if your dad was there.
No, yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
your mom.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny. So I did get confirmation that he,
I was gonna message him, but I didn't want to be weird.
No, and he figured it out by the parking lot, but I think at that point it was too late, right? So yeah.
That's funny.
Do you guys ever purposely? Well, how about this? For me, if I ever see church members outside in public, I do my best to avoid them.
100%.
Like I saw Mrs. DeWitt the other day at grocery outlet. Like I literally saw her. I know she didn't. She might. I don't think she recognized me just yet, or she wasn't looking. I literally just did a 180. Like I don't need like I'll attack the cat food on the other side. But
I don't mind Mrs. DeWitt, but there's
no,
some
no,
other
it's not, I
people.
don't mind it. I just don't feel like talking.
Having that conversation, yeah.
Like when are you gonna come to church? Like no. Ah man, that church Bereans just struggling right now.
Mhm.
Their membership is so low.
Yeah.
Either which way, JARdon the mess. Don't
JARdon the mess.
Pass out.
Yeah. Go get some sleep,
Thank
bro.
you for powering through.
Yeah.
Thanks to my wife who's now passed out.
Nice.
There you go. JARdon the mess.
JARdon the mess. Thanks, everyone.